component that is receiving the ID of a movie, that we should be able to use it to go fetch the details of this movie. Here's a query that we're going to use. Right, we're going to copy that, and we're going to do that at the maybe at the component level, right? At the componented mount, right? Right when we load, we can say that when we load, we're going to do that fetch. We're going to fetch from that URL, right? And instead of using this hard-coded ID, right, we know that we are being passed that ID in the properties, right? There it is. We can grab that. We can grab that and make it a constant here, IMDb ID, and it's equal to this.props.params.imdb ID. And we can use that to dynamically generate this URL. We can embed that ID right here in this URL. So this would be $IMDb ID. There it is. So this is going to go out to the server. It's going to come back with a response, which we're going to parse the body out of there. And this presumably should be the actual movie from the remote server. Now, what do we do with this movie? We could store it in a state variable called movie, for instance, right? Maybe we can initialize here a state. We can say state and say this is the movie, which is initially it's empty. There's nothing in it. And so we can say this dot set state that the movie is going to be the movie that comes from the server. Yes. Now that we have it, let's reload it, see what we get from the server, remote server. So a component did mount ran, hopefully, and in the network, there it is. There's our movie that came back. Not quite. What? IMDb ID. Here's our get, not modified. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that's not it. Should be down here. There it is. There's a query that came back, went out to the server, and it came back with nothing. What? Header, OMDB, ID, API. Didn't come back? Why are you not coming back? Let's copy this and let's verify there's nothing wrong with this URL. Copy, paste. What? Copy. It doesn't like my URL. What's wrong with my URL? API key. So this one works. What's wrong with mine? Copy, paste. What's wrong with this? IMDb ID at ampersand OMDB ID com. Let me paste it here. Let's see what's wrong with this. This $, IMDb ID, promise, JSON, movie, const, HTTP, OMDB API, question mark. Let me hard code it. Let's see if it's me not doing the concatenation right. Let me paste that. Let's see. Data's still not coming. What are you doing? No refer. Query string I API key. No refer I. If I copy it, it dies. Wow. You see anything wrong with the difference between the API that I'm using here? No, I'm actually copying and pasting it, and it's not, it doesn't like it. Let's see. Did somebody did somebody steal my API key? Well, this oh. Okay, so it works in Safari. Okay, this query works, right? This query works. Let me copy that. Let me copy it. Unencumbered. And I'll paste it in here, this fetch. There it is. Paste it. Save that. Component. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I using any functions here? State, component mount, state, yada, 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 component, okay. Okay, data came back. I don't know what it was. All right, so presumably I have movie here, right? And notice that what comes back from the server, one of the fields is title, right? And the title, we can just display it here instead of, you can say maybe here H3, we can show the title here. We say movie dot title, capital T. Sorry, yes, this dot state. Excellent, yes. Yeah, we put it in the state right there. Yep. So yeah, so that's Guardian of the Galaxy, right? All right, so let's go back, and what we're trying to do is that IMDb should be dynamic, right, and not hard-coded like we have it. So let's go back here. So instead of having this hard-coded, this should be just $, open close curly brackets, and this should be this IMDb ID. Copy it and paste it here. Now let's convert this into a string like that. There it is, Batman Returns, right? So now if I go back and I click on another one, Batman Forever, notice that I get Batman Forever, or Batman and Robin, or Lego. I get the title of that movie. Make sense? All right.